Unit 1, page 4. Read.
What's your cross-cultural IQ? Are you living in your native country or in another country? Do you ever travel abroad? Do you understand the misunderstandings in these two situations? Situation 1.
It's 8 o'clock. Why is he wearing shorts and a t-shirt? Is this the wrong day? I don't understand.
What is he doing here now? It's only 8 o'clock.
Jason is standing at Dan's door. He thinks he's on time for the party, but he doesn't see any guests. And Dan is wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Dan looks surprised. In his culture, people never arrive at the exact start of a social event. They often come at least 30 minutes later.
Situation 2.
What's the matter? Why is Ina moving away from me? Maybe she doesn't like my perfume.
Why is she standing so close to me? I feel like I have no room to breathe.
Ina and Marty are talking. They are both feeling very uncomfortable. In Marty's culture, people usually stand quite close. This seems friendly to them. In Ina's culture, people prefer to have more distance between them. This doesn't mean they are unfriendly.
Unit 1, page 9. Pronunciation note.
In informal American English conversation, people often pronounce "what do you" and "what are you" the same way. What do you?
What do you do?
What are you doing?
Unit 1, page 10. Exercise 2B. Conversation 1.
There's Miguel. He's talking to Louisa.
Yes, they're taking a class together this semester.
They're standing very close to each other. Do you think that they're dating?
No, I don't think that it means anything special. I come from Costa Rica, and people usually stand that close to each other there.
Conversation 2.
Hi, Paolo. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm waiting for class to begin.
What's the matter? You seem a little down.
I'm just tired. I'm working evenings this semester. Hey, is that your teacher over there?
Yes. She's talking to a classmate.
What's wrong? He's not looking at her. He seems uncomfortable.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything. In some countries, it's not polite to look directly at your teacher.
Unit 1, page 11. Exercise 3B. Conversation 1.
There's Hans. Why is he walking so fast? Class starts at 9. He still has 10 minutes.
He always walks fast. I think Swiss people often appear to be in a hurry.
Conversation 2.
Isn't that Sergio and Luis? Why are they shaking hands? They already know each other.
In Brazil, men shake hands every time they meet. It's normal in their culture.
Do women shake hands too?
Unit 1, page 12. Exercise 5. 1.
Hi. What are you doing?
Studying. I have a math test tomorrow.
2.
What do you do after school?
I usually play soccer with my classmates.
3.
What do you usually eat for lunch?
Tacos. I love tacos.
4.
What are you reading these days?
Oh, I'm reading an interesting book on cross-cultural misunderstandings.
5.
What do you like to read?
I love mysteries.
6.
What about you? What do you like to read?
I like science fiction.
Unit 1, page 13. Exercise 7. Listening. Interview 1.
Today's the end of your first week of classes here, Anna. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Things are going really well. Everyone's friendly and I'm learning a lot.
You're living in a new country and experiencing a new culture. What's the most difficult part?
The language. At home, I speak my native language, Spanish, all the time. Right now, I'm speaking English, of course.
Interview 2.
What about you, Mehmet? How are you doing?
Well, living here is a big change for me. In Turkey, I live in a very small town, but now I'm living in New York. New York is huge.
Yes, New York is a big city.
And it's also very exciting. Living abroad is a great opportunity.
Interview 3.
How do you like life in the big city, Ava? Are you experiencing culture shock?
Yes, life here is very different, especially the pace of life.
The pace of life? What do you mean?
Well, I usually walk slowly, but here everyone moves very quickly.
And what about you?
Well, now I'm moving quickly too.
Interview 4.
What differences are you finding here, Paolo?
Well, for one thing, I'm wearing a watch.
You don't usually wear a watch? How do you know the time?
Well, at home, I just ask other people. But people here expect you to arrive exactly on time. If you arrive late, they think you aren't polite. I don't want to have any misunderstandings, so that's why I'm wearing this watch. And I look at it all the time.
What's the matter? You look upset.
I just looked at my watch. It's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna be late.
Interview 5.
How do you like your classes here, Olga?
Oh, I like them a lot. At home, I study English literature, but here I'm taking a lot of other courses too.
Oh? What are you studying now?
This summer, I'm studying grammar and pronunciation.
Unit 2, page 18. Read.
Matsuo Basho, 1644 to 1694.
The old pond. A frog jumped in. The sound of water. Matsuo Basho.
Matsuo Basho wrote more than 1,000 haiku, 3-line poems. He chose topics from nature, daily life, and human emotions. He became one of Japan's most famous poets, and his work established haiku as an important art form. Basho was born Matsuo Munafusa near Kyoto in 1644. Basho is the name he later used as a poet. He did not want to become a samurai like his father. Instead, he moved to Edo, present-day Tokyo, and studied poetry. Then he became a teacher, and by 1681 he had many students and admirers. Basho, however, was restless. Starting in 1684, he traveled on foot and on horseback all over Japan. Sometimes his friends joined him, and they wrote poetry together. Travel was difficult in the 17th century, and Basho often got sick. He died in 1694 during a journey to Osaka. At that time, he had 2,000 students.
Unit 2, page 25. Exercise 4B.
A bird came down the walk. He didn't know I saw. He bit an angleworm in halves and ate the fellow raw. And then he drank a dew from a convenient grass, and then hopped sidewise to the wall to let a beetle pass.
Unit 2, page 26. Exercise 5B. 1.
Was Dickinson a poet?
Yes, she was.
2.
When was she born?
She was born in 1830.
3.
Where did she live?
She lived in the United States.
4.
Did she become famous during her lifetime?
No, she didn't.
5.
Did Dickinson's admirers often visit her?
No, they didn't.
6.
Did she travel a lot?
No, she didn't.
7.
How many poems did Dickinson write?
She wrote 1,700 poems.
8.
What did she write about?
She wrote about nature, time, and human emotions.
9.
When did she die?
She died in 1886.
Unit 2, page 28. Exercise 8. Listening.
Good morning. You're listening to Literary Notes. With us in the studio today is prize-winning poet Murat Veli. Welcome.
Thank you, Jana. It's a pleasure to be here.
Murat, in your poetry, you often write about your memories of Turkey. Were you born there?
Yes, I was. But I came to the U.S. in 1980, when I was 10. My parents came here in 1975, 5 years before me. They found jobs and bought a house. Then I joined them.
Who did you live with between 1975 and 1980?
My grandparents. Our family farm is in Sivas, in central Turkey. I missed my parents, of course, but my life with my grandparents was wonderful. My grandmother told great stories. I loved listening to them.
So, then in 1980, you left Turkey and joined your parents in the U.S. Where did you live when you got here?
We lived in Baltimore. It was a difficult time for me. I felt so many different emotions when I got here. Of course, I was happy to see my parents again, but I really missed my grandparents. And I hated the city at first.
Really? Why did you feel that way?
Because I had no freedom. I was a restless 10-year-old, and I felt trapped in the city. I wanted to be in the country, on a farm. In the city, I rode a school bus instead of my grandfather's horses. I was lonely. I had no friends to go out with, so I read. I escaped into books.
And when did you start to write poetry?
Well, first, I wrote stories in Turkish all the time, from when I was only 6 or 7. But I wrote my first poem when I was 12. That was 1982. I wrote poetry in English.
Did you study poetry in school?
No, I didn't. In college, I majored in farming, agriculture, but I wrote every day.
You won an award for your poetry at a very young age. When was that?
Let's see. I graduated from college in 1991, and I won the award a year later. So that was in 1992.
And what do you do when you aren't writing poetry?
I teach it. I became a teacher in 1994, and I've been teaching since then. When I'm not farming, that is.
We have to pause for a break. When we return, Murat Veli will read one of his poems.
Unit 2, page 29. Exercise 10.
I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair.
Unit 3, page 33. Read.
Disaster at Sea. New York, April 15th. It was a clear night. The sea was calm. The Titanic, the largest luxury ship in the world, was sailing from Southampton, England, to New York City. This was its first voyage, and it was carrying more than 2,200 passengers and crew. At around 11:30 p.m., crew member Frederick Fleet was looking at the sea when suddenly he saw a huge white form in front of the ship. When he saw it, Fleet immediately rang the ship's bell 3 times and shouted, "Iceberg ahead!" But it was too late. The great ship crashed into the mountain of ice. When the Titanic hit the iceberg, people were sleeping, reading, and playing cards. Some passengers heard a loud noise, but they were not alarmed. They believed the ship was unsinkable. But soon it became clear that the Titanic was in danger. There was a hole in the side of the ship. Water was entering fast, and it was starting to sink. There were lifeboats, but only 1,178 spaces for 2,224 people. In an attempt to keep everyone calm, the ship's band played a lively tune while people were getting into the boats. The Titanic was not the only ship on the sea that night. There were several other ships in the area. The Californian was nearby, but it did not hear the Titanic's calls for help. And then there was the Carpathia. While the Titanic was sailing toward New York, the Carpathia was traveling from New York to the Mediterranean. When it heard the Titanic's distress signals, the Carpathia turned around and headed back toward the sinking ship. By the time the Carpathia arrived, the Titanic was already at the bottom of the sea, but there were 18 lifeboats full of cold and frightened survivors. Thanks to the Carpathia, more than 700 people lived to tell the story of that terrible night.
Unit 3, page 40. Exercise 4B. 1.
What were you doing Sunday night?
As I was saying, I was playing cards with some other passengers.
2.
Was your wife playing with you?
No, she wasn't. My wife wasn't with me at the time.
3.
What was she doing while you were playing cards?
She was reading in our room.
4.
Did you feel the crash?
Not really, but I heard a very loud noise.
5.
What did you do when you heard the noise?
At first, we all continued to play. We weren't alarmed. Everyone stayed calm.
6.
What did you do when the lights went out?
I tried to find my wife.
7.
What was she doing while you were looking for her?
She was looking for me. Thank goodness we found each other.
8.
What did you do when you found her?
We tried to get into a lifeboat.
Unit 3, page 42. Exercise 7. Listening.
Did you see the accident, miss?
Yes, I did, officer.
Can you tell me what happened?
I'll try, but it all happened so quickly. I was, walking,
That's okay. Try to stay calm. Take your time and just tell me what you saw.
Okay. Well, as I was saying, I was walking down the street when I heard this car honking its horn. The driver was driving much too fast for this area. In fact, I'm sure he was speeding. The two men were just starting to cross the street. They were talking to each other and not paying attention to traffic. When they finally saw the car, they started to move out of the way, but it was too late. The car was moving too fast and was too close to the men to stop. The driver hit one of the men.
Unit 4, page 47. Read.
Dubai, then and now. Cities change, but usually not as much or as fast as Dubai. This exciting city in the United Arab Emirates used to be a small town in the desert. Today, it is a large international center with towering skyscrapers. Not very long ago, people used to ride camels to get from place to place, and they would do most of their shopping at outdoor markets. Today, they drive expensive foreign sports cars and shop at huge indoor malls filled with luxury stores. How did this amazing transformation happen? The answer is oil. After its discovery in 1966, oil provided 60% of the city's revenue. The government used the money to build roads, ports, and skyscrapers. Today, a large part of the city's money comes from tourism. Tourism? People never used to think of Dubai as a popular vacation destination. But today, tourists come from around the world to view the sights from the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. They also come to ski indoors when it's 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 degrees Celsius outside, and to dance under the stars on artificial islands in the shape of palm trees. The city planners did an amazing job in changing Dubai from a sleepy town to a major international city. Not everyone, however, believes that all the changes are good. For example, because of heavy traffic, a trip that used to take only 10 minutes now takes much longer. And some people believe that Dubai lost a lot of its charm when the skyscrapers went up. They missed the small traditional houses and markets. But love the changes or not, one thing everyone agrees on, Dubai is not the same city it used to be.
Unit 4, page 56. Exercise 6. Listening.
I just came back from visiting my hometown in the States. The last time I was there was 20 years ago.
20 years ago? Wow, that's a long time. How are things now?
Different. There are so many changes. In some ways, now I feel like a stranger in my own town.
Oh, really? What's so different about it?
Well, for one thing, there used to be a lot of these small, family-owned stores. We would shop in them several times a week. They're gone now, and now there seem to be banks on every street.
Where do people shop?
At these big shopping malls outside of the town. You know, the neighborhood seems so quiet now. There used to be a lot of people around. We would always hang out with our friends. We'd sit or stand outside and talk. But this time, I didn't see anyone hanging around.
It sounds like it's quieter than it used to be. Is that a bad thing?
I don't know. It used to be very safe. But because there are fewer people on the streets now, crime has gone up. There never used to be break-ins. Now there are several every year.
That's too bad. What else is different now?
Well, The streets are definitely cleaner. There used to be quite a bit of garbage on the streets. Oh, and another change is the parking situation. It used to be free. Now you have to pay. There are parking meters everywhere. And I was surprised to see a lot of new large movie theaters outside the town. There used to be only a couple of small neighborhood theaters. Oh, and there are a lot more restaurants, too. There used to be only 3 or 4.
Unit 5, page 61. Read. State of Illinois versus Harry M. Adams, March 30th, 2015.
What happened on the night of May 12th, 2014? Please tell the court.
I went to Al's Grill.
Who did you see there?
I saw one of the defendants.
Which one did you see?
It was that man.
Let the record show that the witness is indicating the defendant, Harry Adams. Okay, you saw Mr. Adams. Did he see you?
No, he didn't see me.
But somebody saw you. Who saw you?
A woman. He was talking to a woman. She saw me.
Okay, what happened next?
The woman gave him a box.
A box? What did it look like?
It was about this long.
So, about 1.5 feet. What did Mr. Adams do then?
He took the box. He looked frightened.
Why did he look frightened? What was in the box?
I don't know. He didn't open it. He just took it and left in a hurry.
Where did he go?
Toward the parking lot.
When did the woman leave?
I don't know. She was still there when we heard his car speed away.
Unit 5, page 67. Exercise 2B. 1.
What time did you return home?
I returned home just before midnight.
2.
How did you get home?
Someone gave me a ride. I was in a hurry.
3.
Who gave you a ride?
A friend from work.
4.
What happened next?
I opened my door and saw someone on my living room floor.
5.
Who did you see?
Deborah Collins.
6.
For the record, who is Deborah Collins?
She's my wife's boss. She was my wife's boss. She's dead now.
7.
What did you do?
I called the police.
8.
When did the police arrive?
In about 10 minutes.
9.
What did they ask you?
They asked me to describe the crime scene.
10.
How many police officers came?
I don't remember. Why?
I'm asking the questions here. Please just answer.
Unit 5, page 68. Exercise 5. Listening.
Hi, Alicia. I didn't see you in court yesterday. Where were you?
Oh, hi, Jack. I was reporting on another trial. So, what happened here?
Well, it was an interesting day. We heard the testimony of 2 witnesses. One was the defendant's husband. The other was her boss. They gave 2 very different accounts.
Really? What did they say?
Well, the husband said he spent the whole evening with his wife.
Oh? What did they do?
According to the husband, they were at the movies.
Who saw them at the movies? Were there any witnesses?
No. He said they bought their tickets online and there were only a few people in the theater because of the bad weather. And they sat all the way in the back, so no witnesses.
What happened after the movie? Where did they go?
They went home and spent the rest of the night in the house. Again, no witnesses, of course.
And what about the defendant's boss? What did her boss say?
She said that the defendant left the office early but returned to the office later that night. and that she looked very frightened.
That's strange. Who did you believe?
I'm not sure. I guess the important question is, who did the jury believe?
Well, maybe we'll find out today.
Unit 6, page 74. Read. Space tourism, not just science fiction.
Good evening and welcome to the future today. I'm Enid Rohan, and tonight Dr. Richard Starr, president of Your Space, Inc., is going to talk to us about space tourism. Dr. Starr, is space really going to become a popular tourist destination?
Yes, it is, Enid. We're already building the space planes, and we're selling tickets and planning our first trips now. In fact, our training program for passengers is starting next January.
Where will these tours go? Will they travel to the moon? Mars?
No, they won't. The first space tourists aren't going to go that far. They're only going to travel about 110 kilometers, or 68 miles above the Earth. That's the edge of space. A trip will last about 2.5 hours.
Tickets cost $250,000. Who's going to pay that much for just a few hours?
Hundreds of people are purchasing tickets and are waiting for takeoff. It's going to be an incredible trip. And tickets won't always be so expensive. Costs are going to fall a lot.
What will a trip be like?
First of all, you'll experience zero gravity. That means you will float freely in the cabin. And you'll get a bird's eye view of the Earth from space. You won't believe your eyes. You're going to think about the Earth in a whole new way.
Sounds great. I think I'll ask my boss to send me on a trip. When does the next flight leave?
January 1st, 2 years from now. But you won't be on that one. Our next 3 flights are already sold out.
Unit 6, page 79. Pronunciation note. In informal conversation, we often pronounce going to as gonna.
What time are you going to be home?
I'm gonna get home late.
Unit 6, page 82. Exercise 2B.
Will it take a long time to get used to zero gravity?
No, it won't. Every day you'll feel more comfortable, and after 3 days you'll become used to being in space.
Will I feel sick?
Yes, you might feel sick for a little while, but it won't last long.
I'm a runner. How will I stay in shape in space?
Actually, all space tourists, or spaceflight participants, as they prefer to be called, will do exercises during the flight. There'll be at least one stationary bike on board, for example.
Will I look the same?
Actually, you won't look the same at all. Your face and eyes will get puffy. The first time you look in a mirror, you probably won't recognize yourself.
Will I float in my sleep?
Yes, if you are not tied down. And then you should be careful because you'll bump into things all night long. Trust me, you can get hurt.
I like salt and pepper on my food. Can I still use them in zero gravity?
Yes, you'll still have salt and pepper, but not like you do on Earth. You'll use small, squeezable bottles with salt water and pepper water so the grains don't float away. You just squeeze it on your food. Don't worry about it. It'll be great.
Unit 6, page 85. Exercise 6B.
I just heard the weather report. It's gonna rain tomorrow.
Oh no, I hate driving in the rain. And it's a long drive to the conference.
Wait, I have an idea. We'll take the train instead.
Good idea. Do you have a train schedule?
Yes. Here's one. There's a train that leaves at 7 a.m.
What about lunch? Oh, I know. I'll make some sandwiches for us.
Good idea. You know, it's a long trip. What are we going to do all those hours?
Don't worry. We'll think of something.
Maybe I'll bring my laptop and we can watch a movie.
Great. Hey, Jason, your cup's gonna fall. It's right at the edge of the table.
Got it. You know, we have to get up really early. I think I'll go home now.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Unit 6, page 86. Exercise 7. 1,
Takeoff is gonna be soon.
2,
It's gonna be full.
3,
Professor Starr is going to be on the flight.
4,
He's going to speak at the space conference.
5,
He believes that people are going to fly to the moon.
6,
Are you gonna be at the conference?
7,
It's gonna be very interesting.
Unit 6, page 87. Exercise 9. Listening. Conversation 1.
I'm glad it's Friday. Let's go home.
What are you doing tonight?
The usual. I'm just staying home and watching TV.
Conversation 2.
Hi, Pete. What are you watching?
Oh, it's a program about space travel. Want to watch with me?
Wow, those photos of space are incredible.
Conversation 3.
There's a phone call for Professor Starr.
Oh, he's working on the schedule for the next tourist flight. Can you take a message?
Conversation 4.
There's a lecture at the community center tonight.
Really? What's it on?
Some professor is talking about space travel. The lecture is called To the Edge of Space. Do you want to go?
I hope it's not already sold out.
Conversation 5.
I wish I could go to the lecture, but my parents are flying in from Florida.
Oh, are you going to meet them at the airport?
No, they're going to take a taxi to my place.
Conversation 6.
Excuse me, what time does the train to Chicago leave?
The train to Chicago? It leaves at 2:05. You'd better hurry. It's 2 o'clock.
Oh, thanks.
Unit 7, page 91. Read.
From dream to reality. We all have dreams, but how can we make them a reality? We change them into goals and make an action plan. Read about how one student, LaToya Jones, turned her dreams into goals and made an action plan. Put your dreams on paper. After you write a dream down, it will start to become a goal. Your path will then be a lot clearer. LaToya Jones wrote this.
Before I turn 30, I'm going to be a successful business person.
List your reasons. When things get difficult, you can read this list to yourself and it will help you go on. This is what LaToya put at the top of her list.
My parents will be proud of me when I'm a successful business person.
Write an action plan. Once you know what your goal is and why you want to achieve it, You must write an action plan. This is Latoya's action plan.
I'm gonna go to business school as soon as I save enough money to pay for it. When I graduate, I'll get a job with a big company. After I get some experience, I'll find a better job.
Take your first steps today. Don't wait. As soon as you have an action plan, take steps to achieve it. Here are the first steps Latoya is going to take.
Before I apply to schools, I'm gonna download some catalogs. After I apply, I'll prepare carefully for interviews.
You can do exactly what Latoya did to achieve your goals and turn them into reality. It's not always easy, but remember, the longest journey starts with the first step.
Unit 7, page 98. Exercise 5. Listening.
Hi, Ayla. How are things going at school?
Oh, good. I really like my English class. I'm learning a lot.
That's great. Are you going to take another English class when you finish this one?
Yes, but not right away. As soon as I finish this class, I'm going to get a part-time job. Then, when I save enough money, I'm going back to Turkey for a few months. I really miss my family.
I bet. What will you do while you're in Turkey, besides see your family?
Well, while I'm there, I'm going to take a course in German. I need to learn a lot of languages because I plan to get a job in the hotel industry.
Oh, will you return to the States?
Oh, yeah, definitely. As soon as I finish the German course, I'm coming back here and taking some more English classes.
Wow, sounds like you're going to be very busy.
I am. When I finish my English classes, I'm taking a 36-week degree program in hotel management.
Uh-oh. After all that, maybe you'll need to check into a hotel for a vacation.
Yeah, no kidding.
Unit 8, page 104. Read.
King of Skate. When he was only 11 years old, Bob Burnquist's life changed dramatically. A skate park opened just 3 blocks from his house in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Bob got his very first skateboard and started skating. He's been a skater since then. At first, he did it just for fun, but soon he turned pro. Before long, he made enough money to support himself while doing what he loved most. His first big international competition was in Canada in 1995. Bob won. Since then, he has won many more first-place prizes. And he is still winning. Since 2002, when he was voted King of Skate in a California contest, Bob has won 12 gold medals, 3 of them in 2013. Bob has lived in California since 1995, but he frequently returns to Brazil. He's had dual citizenship, Brazil and the United States, for many years. Does he consider himself American? Bob says,
I'm American, South American, a citizen of the world.
The skateboard isn't the only board Bob uses. He also enjoys snowboarding and surfing. Since he moved to California, he has been close to snow-topped mountains and the beach. His backyard and, of course, the streets provide opportunity for skating. As he once said,
If you snowboard, surf, and skate, you pretty much cover the whole earth.
Unit 8, page 113. Exercise 7. Listening.
It's nice to meet you, Ms. Serrano. So, about the job. WSPR would like to hire an announcer to cover college sports.
Well, I love college sports. I've been an athlete myself for 15 years. I started in middle school, and in college, I played both soccer and basketball.
How long have you been an announcer?
Since 2008. That's when I started college. As a student, I supported myself as an announcer for the college TV station. I reported on men's basketball.
I see. Have you worked as an announcer since you graduated?
Oh, sure. After I graduated, that was in 2012, I got a job with WESL in Tampa. I announced college sports there, too. WESL was a community radio station. It's closed now.
How long have you lived here in LA?
Since 2015. I moved here right after WESL closed. I was sorry to leave Tampa, but I like LA a lot.
Have you worked at all since you arrived here?
Well, I haven't worked full-time since I moved to LA, but I've had several part-time jobs since then.
I see. So you've only worked part-time since you moved here? How many part-time jobs have you had since then?
Let's see. I've been an announcer for WABC for 6 months, and for 2 years, I've been a sports writer for an online newspaper called websports.com.
How do you like sports writing?
Writing is one of my interests, but I've really considered myself an announcer since I was in college. My motto is, be where the action is. As an announcer, I have the opportunity to share that excitement with a lot more people.
I see. Well, thanks for coming in, Ms. Serrano. I've enjoyed talking with you. We'll be in touch.
Unit 9, page 118. Read.
It's party time. It's almost the end of the year, and you've already been to several parties, but you haven't given a party of your own yet. You're a little nervous, but you decide it's time to take the plunge. First things first, have you chosen the date yet? What about the time? Okay, you've already chosen the date and the time and emailed the invitations, but you still haven't decided on the menu, and now your party is just 1 week away. Don't panic. We spoke to Patty Cake, a professional party planner. She says,
It is very important to be organized. But remember, you don't need a whole new set of skills. Think about your everyday life. You've already done many of the things you need to do for a party. You know how to shop for food, put it on plates, and introduce friends to one another. Now, all you need to do is just bring your many skills together.
Still need help? Party planners like Patty Cake can offer specific advice. She says,
We've already helped hundreds of people plan successful parties, big and small. If you haven't used a party planning service yet, you should give it a try.
And you don't have to spend a lot of money. Free advice is available on the internet. There you will also find handy lists where you can check off things you've already done and see the things you haven't done yet. So take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy the party.